NLFX is a provider of sound, light, video, communications, and musical instrument equipment, and we are in the great city of Bemidji, Minnesota. Starting NLFX might have almost been an accident, or maybe even an act of desperation. I started learning electronics at a very young age. I kind of grew up in the back of a TV repair shop that was one of our small town neighbors. I moved out as a teenager and suddenly needed a way to support myself to try to get through high school and pay my bills. I started making and selling electronics, and that led then to using them in events, and I think it was sort of a backwards way into the industry, and I found this tremendous passion. You know, this was something I was just going to do until I knew what I wanted to do when I grew up, and almost 30 years in, I can't imagine doing anything else. I love coming to work. I love the people I work with. So at NLFX, we provide the sound, light, video, instruments, technology, and staff to make live events happen. Yeah, when we show up at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, it's an empty arena, it's an empty venue, and when we leave later that night, it's an empty room again. Our job is to bring the magic. We love our gear. It's not just a shovel that we dig a hole with or a hammer that we pound a nail with, but it's something that becomes emotional to you. And I love that we get pictures back from our customers of our cables. We make an amazing line of cables here in the United States, and it's not something you would think is sexy or cool that people would be posting pictures on social media, but they are. They're like, check out my new cables. It's a badge of honor, and I love seeing those things in use. And I think it's not lost on us that the things that we sell go to people who use them to create experiences for other people. So that impact just keeps going. The music store that our communities have for the last 30 years was closing. For our community to not have a music store, for them to not have a place where people can walk in and see things and try things and experiment with things and talk to people who love musicians and love music and are knowledgeable about the products, we felt like that would be a travesty for our community to not have it. We felt this was essential to give a place for both the working and performing musicians, but also the educational and the recreational musicians. And we said, well, we've got the horses in the barn to do this. We've got the resources to make sure our community has a well-stocked music store, you know, name brands and prices. So we're really proud that we could do this for the community. In partnership with our local high school, we created a vocational academy for students that wanted to explore careers in the sound, light, video, broadcasting field. And I'm really excited that a number of our students are working in the industry. Several have been hired here. We just keep looking for ways to grow this program. Synchrony's been a great partner. The ability to give people an option to finance things certainly eases the upfront cost on that a little bit, helps them to maybe get into something that they would have wanted to instead of compromising. It makes it a little bit less stressful for, for a small business owner who is maybe using this gear to support themselves to not burn up all that cash up front. They can finance it over 6, 12, 18, 24 months and then get that ROI from the equipment while making these payments on a more comfortable basis. To have a partner like Synchrony is really essential. I love the people I get to come work with, and I think that our customers do too. I think they're sincere, they're hardworking, they're committed. All of us are just lucky that we get to do something we love.